So this first poem is, my dad died a couple years ago and from cancer, and I wrote this poem a few months before he died, on the day that I put my cat to sleep. And this poem is called Husk. My father sits on the deck and watches me dig the second cat-sized grave in less than a year. Afterward, my mother asks him what he is thinking about, and he gestures vaguely with the stick he has been toying with and says, life. Mabel, my situation, your situation, the stick held in his fingers, waving with the grace of a conductor's baton. It is nearly 60 degrees out, and my father wears a cable-knit sweater. He shivers and says he is cold. We hug for a long time before he goes inside, and I rub my hand down his back, feeling the bones poking through his skin and knit. I'm not sure which of my tears are for Mabel and which are for him. I don't need him to say it to know. My father sees me digging his own grave in that yard. He watches me push the shovel head into the hard earth with my boot, and he is proud I am so strong. He is proud to be the father of a woman who digs graves without comment, who knows this is the only way, and he thinks she will bury me too. I asked my mother if that stripe of neon orange was always on the front walk, and she says they had it done after my father busted his face against the concrete. He stumbles when he stands. He wavers when he walks. He can't see his feet underneath him. Mabel, clumsy for a cat, her brain missing some key element towards coordination, spent her life staggering off the hills our knees made, tumbling gracelessly from furniture and laps, this morning wobbling on legs weak even for her, collapsing into her carrier like my father crashing into cement and hardwood floors. It's a wonder he's alive. The things this man has survived. A short list I pull out for friends at parties like nickels from ears. Stephen Gregory Armstrong has been shot, stabbed, broken most of his ribs in motorcycle wrecks, once crashed a helicopter into the side of a mountain and walked away. He's had malaria twice, said the fever seared the hair from his scalp and is to be blamed for his baldness. He served 2 tours in Vietnam. Countless the tours the heroin he found there took coursing through his veins. Numberless the pills scrubbed of their engraved stamps, clouds of crack rock unfurling over fog over the fetid swamp of his memory. This man, brutally beaten at home and overseas, this man, riddled in middle age with cancer spreading like mold over his prostate and bones and lungs, blackened by cigarettes hotboxed in his truck with the windows rolled up. This man, who taught me nothing is worth doing that isn't done right, watching me cleave wet rocky earth from the yard with my uncle's shovel. My mother offers to help, and I say no. The hole is small, and 2 shovel heads will just clang against one another, but the truth is, you have to bury your own. Something in me says, I have to dig the hole myself, radiating from my father's still, bony body behind me, a man once so capable of anything. I remember the hole he dug for my oldest dog, wide and deep enough for a full-grown man, how he broke into sobs on the porch while in the living room the at-home vet stuck a lethal needle in Cleo's heaving haunches, how he couldn't watch, how he cut the ground alone with the precision of a backhoe, long, rectangular, sharp corners, how he wrapped Cleo's big, limp body in a white sheet and lowered it gently into the space he made for it. How many animals we have buried. My father, sitting on the deck, watching me dig, days gone by that he will do this for me. Days gone by that he could if he wanted to. He has nothing left to teach me. His body, the emptied husk of a summer cicada. They're screaming my favorite sound in the world. So brief and unbelievable, their lives.